Hello and welcome to Storytime with Shivani. Today we are reading The Potato Imp, which is a funny story from The Boy Who Wouldn't Bathe and other stories written by Shivani Adib. That's me. A farmer named Bhola once grew a crop of potatoes. When the time came for the potatoes to be pulled out, Bhola's wife Bholi came to lend a hand. Finally, all the potatoes were out of the ground except one. Both of them took hold and pulled together, but the potato refused to budge. Bhola scratched his head in puzzlement. "How strange," he said. "What should we do, wife?" Bholi scratched her head too. "I don't know, husband. Let's go and ask our neighbor Rasik. He and his wife Chaturi are clever people." So Bhola and Bholi went to Rasik's house to ask for advice. Surprised and unbelieving, Rasik wanted to see the stubborn potato for himself. So he and his wife accompanied Bhola and Bholi back to their field to see it. Rasik grasped the plant firmly and pulled, but the potato didn't move. Chaturi joined Rasik, but still the potato didn't budge. "What a stubborn potato," said Rasik. "Well, there's just one thing to do. Dig it up." Bhola brought a spade and started digging. "Ouch!" squealed a voice from under the potato. Bhola dropped his spade in fright. "Who's there?" he asked, his voice quavering. The potato stirred and slowly came out of the ground. Underneath it was a little man. He was wearing the potato like a hat. Bhola and Bholi clutched each other in terror. Rasik, who had recovered from his initial shock, knelt to have a better look at the potato man. He was brown, the same color as the potato above him, and looked quite at ease. "Who are you, little man?" asked Rasik. "I am a natkhat, an imp," said the potato man importantly. "This is the first time I have heard of an imp living in, or rather under, a potato," remarked Rasik. "Oh, so you are an expert on imps, are you?" retorted the potato man. "For your information, there are many kinds of imps. I am a vegetable imp. My kind live in or under vegetables. My preference is a potato." Bhola and Bholi looked at the potato imp in awe. "And what are your powers, Mr. Potato Imp?" asked Chaturi, who was a shrewd woman. The little imp puffed himself up. "I can do many things," he said proudly. "I can give you so many riches that you will never need to work again. Or," he added with a sly smile, "I can turn you all into frogs." Bhola addressed the imp with folded hands and knocking knees. "Please don't do that, Mr. Imp. We have done you no harm." "You rudely disturbed my rest, uprooted my home, and poked me in the stomach with a big spade," said the imp haughtily. "We are sorry for that," intervened Rasik, "but we did not know the potato was your home. Let us make it up to you. Would you do us the honor of joining us for lunch?" The imp thought this over and then nodded. "Very well. I will give you one chance. If you are able to give me enough food to satisfy my appetite, I will give you more riches than you ever dreamed of. But if you are unable to satisfy my appetite," here the little imp's eyes gleamed wickedly, "I will turn you into frogs." He turned to jump back into the soil. "I will cut
come to your house for dinner."
As the imp disappeared, Bhola and Bholi looked at each other and then at Rasik and Chaturi in dismay. "What if we are unable to satisfy this imp's hunger?" asked Bholi fearfully. "Don't worry," said Chaturi. "We will find a way. Come, Bholi, let us start preparations for a feast tonight. In the meantime, husband, go to the wise old woman who lives under the banyan tree and tell her what has happened. She may have some advice for us." So Rasik and Bhola went to meet the wise old woman who lived under the banyan tree and told her the whole story. The wise old woman was quiet for a while, then said, "It has been many years since I last heard a tale of a vegetable imp. These imps are very clever and full of trickery. One thing is certain, this imp has tricked you. No matter how much you feed him, he will want more. But you can still get the better of him if you remember two important things. One, that vegetable imps enjoy good food, and two, that they have great respect for the hand that cooks such food." Returning home, Rasik told Chaturi what the wise old woman had said. Chaturi smiled and said, "Leave it to me." The potato imp came prancing to Bhola's house punctually at dinner time. Bhola and Rasik invited him inside with due courtesy, and Bholi and Chaturi set thalis for the three men and served them food. Bhola and Rasik had barely finished one helping when the imp finished his third, showing no sign of flagging.
"The food is delicious. You are an excellent cook,"
said the imp, licking his fingers appreciatively.
"I'd like another helping."
As he finished his fourth helping, Chaturi said, "I have made a special dish for you. You have enjoyed all that I have made so far, so you are sure to enjoy this too. It is a traditional dish from my mother's family." The imp rubbed the palms of his hands greedily in anticipation.
"Yes, please serve it."
Chaturi and Bholi brought 2 vessels of food made in thick red tomato gravy. Bholi served Bhola and Rasik from one vessel, while Chaturi served the imp from the other, in which she had mixed 2 fistfuls of red-hot chili powder. The imp eagerly put a morsel in his mouth and yelled for water. Eyes watering, he said angrily,
"What is this food you have made? It has burnt my mouth."
"What is the matter?" asked Rasik, eating with every sign of enjoyment. "This dish is delicious." Bhola too smacked his lips and continued eating. "Please do try it again, Mr. Imp," said Chaturi humbly. "This is a speciality in my mother's house, and everyone enjoys it."
"No, I cannot have it,"
cried the imp. "Chaturi has made the food specially for you, and you have enjoyed it so far. For her sake, please try it again," requested Rasik. "Please don't disappoint me," Chaturi said pleadingly. "Please eat it, otherwise it will be an insult to Chaturi," added Bhola.
"Yes, please do,"
urged Bholi. The imp looked around wildly, unwilling to show disrespect to such a good cook by refusing the terribly spicy dish which, strangely, the other 2 men were eating with gusto. Chaturi stood beseechingly with folded hands in front of him. The imp cried in desperation,
"No, I am full. That is why I cannot eat it. I am quite full."
"Are you sure?" asked Bhola. "You are not saying that so that you don't have to eat this dish?" questioned Chaturi. Your hunger is quite satisfied? Asked Bholi.
Yes, no, yes,
said the imp. Then we will not press you, said Rasik. The imp looked relieved. After he had washed his hands and was ready to leave, Rasik added, Aren't you forgetting something? Our price for feeding you to your satisfaction as per your own terms. And so the Potato Imp, though he had slowly begun to realize that he had somehow been tricked, had no choice but to bestow great riches upon the four who lived the rest of their lives in friendship and contentment. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel by clicking on the subscribe button below the video. Thank you for listening.